Hey everyone, thank you for joining this Instagram live. Trying it a little bit different. So thank you for joining us today, tonight, in the morning, afternoon. Just thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to be able to come into your lives wherever you may be. So thank you for being here with us. Thank you for all the time. It doesn't have to be a lot of time. It can be just a little bit of time where we can talk, where we can be transparent, where we can talk about the hard topics, where we can talk about the easy topics. And in this particular Instagram live, we're going to get into a little bit about legacy and what it means to me, to us, and how short a time our time is on Earth, right? We, speaking from experience, we grow up. As we're growing up, it's the me against the world. I can do anything. I can dream. I can go after those dreams. For some of us, we can continue those dreams, even with a pause, even with reaching a hurdle, a roadblock that we may encounter. Others, we may just stop dreaming because of setbacks, because of being told we're not good enough, told that our opinion doesn't matter. And first and foremost, I'm here to say your opinion and your thoughts do matter. And that's our dog in the background. So if you do hear a dog growling, she's playing with one of her toys. Her lamb is she's playing with, trying to get it to squeak. But so yeah, you do matter. Your opinions do matter. It's easy to stop. It's easy to say, all right, I gave it my best shot, and now I got to find something different to do. And I'm here to say with conviction that you're the one that decides when chasing that dream, following that dream ends. Yes, it may be put on hold for a time. But one thing I've, learned throughout the years, including the over 464 episodes, I believe, of our Voices for Voices TV show and podcast, has taught me is patience, perseverance is hard. It's very hard. I'd say one of the easier parts is the actual dream itself, like dreaming. Like, man or woman, wish I could do this thing and wish I could do that thing. And I guess it really doesn't matter why this comes up now. It really doesn't. So one of my child's movies we watched recently has something to do with a museum. I don't want to be given. I'm not here promoting anything, any movie. But this particular show, one of the parts was a certain part of the day there would be at this museum, the exhibits would come to life. The Tyrannosaurus Rex, all the others would come to life. And if they went outside of the museum and they weren't back inside the museum by, I guess, open time, then these individuals will just turn to dust. And that would be the end of those particular exhibit or part of the exhibit. No questions asked. That was just the way things were. And I really bring that with a conversation I had with an individual, and we got to talking about legacy. What do we want to be remembered as if somebody, looks back in 30, 40, 50, 60 years, if they even remember us? Because there's even presidents of the United States and even really powerful people who have come and gone, and in their time here on earth, it was thought of, these people are consequential to a particular field, a particular sport, a particular thing. And as the years go by, so do even the memories, some of them. And so for me, not being a consequential person, I just got to thinking about legacy. How do I want to, be remembered? Not in the morbid sense, but just in the sense of people aren't going to remember every single thing, accomplishment. We know we can't take things with us, material things. And so I just got to thinking, how do we want to be remembered? And so I'd ask this other person question, and they were going through their, like, wow, because it's just an interesting question of, here we are on Earth today. We don't know if we're going to be on Earth tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. For me, I'm a believer, so I believe that God has that mapped out. And so I just wonder what you're thinking about for your legacy, that what you want people to remember you by or as. If there's, I don't know, a sentence or two or words, or maybe a professional athlete, or I don't know. And all these accomplishments, all these things that we've done, all go into what? That when we're gone from this earth, it goes into maybe 2, 3, 4 paragraphs called our obituary. Some people write their own ahead of time because they want to be particular and they want certain things. I recently saw a Facebook post. It wasn't an obituary so much as just, hey, if you're reading this, I've taken my last breath. And so the older we get, the more, unfortunately, people pass from this earth, and people that are close, not close, family members, parents, other loved ones, and it's just so incredibly interesting to think about. Hi, Lucy. So Lucy's making her, okay, yep, thank you, please don't lick my ear, Lucy, thank you. Okay, so she definitely wanted to be on the show. We heard her, so now we saw her. Okay, thank you, Lucy. Can we just hang out or daddy does the show? Thank you. So here she is, just chewing away at my ear. Okay, Lucy, please sit, please sit, thank you, and thank you, and so to think about, for me, in my earlier days before the mental health and the mental illnesses really took hold in me, I don't know what I would have said, and I still don't know what I would say. But part of me is like, I maybe I do want to, put some things down, because like it or not, some of the last things anybody's going to remember about us. And so do we want to control it, or do we want to control it in some sense? Or do we want to, wait until, the rest of their loved ones are at the funeral home, and you're typing it up on the screen. I mean, having gone through that with my dad passing, just the whole process is so surreal when you're sitting there with a funeral director and you're literally trying to think of the words, think of the things, think of the people that your loved ones or someone you knew was close to and would want to be remembered by. And so I kind of wrestle with the term legacy and myself, and so sometimes during shows, on screen, off screen, just in conversation, it'll just come up. And a lot of times it won't say, I want my legacy to be XYZ. We'll just talk about things that meant a lot, that we hope are remembered by one particular thing or two particular things. And recently had a conversation with this individual, and it really came about, or there was like I just one of the big areas was I just want to be known like that I helped people, and I can't think of. And I'm getting chills just talking through this, and I kind of think that might be one thing that I would want to say or want to be in my obituary somewhere. The good stuff. The good stuff. Not the times when I abandoned people, when I was too caught up in myself for far too long, but that I was able somehow, some way to help somebody. Because then that way, I'll at least have that parting thought and feeling that if I help somebody, that somebody may still be living, and so they may help somebody themselves, and then my legacy would continue further. But in the end, what do we... Here comes Lucy. Okay. Tongue in the mouth. Okay, here. Belly rub. There we go. And so it's just something... I don't know what it is about the licking here. What's going on? And so just wanted to talk through that tonight to everyone who's watching, listening, wherever you may be. Doesn't matter where. If somebody is sharing this with you, maybe you can think about your legacy and what you might hope and think about, gets my eyes watering too. So I have everything. Uh, got the dog, got the eyes watering. I got everything. And just think about, what we want our legacies to be. And again, it doesn't have to be, I thought that when I first heard the word legacy, I first thought that it was only people who had all this money and had a huge estate and mansions and all kind. That was originally what came to mind years ago when I first started putting legacy into focus for me. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much we have, how much we don't have. Again, we can't take any of it with us. It's unfortunate. Here's Lucy again. She's playing with a chew toy. And so we can't take it with us, no matter how much or how little. And so that's why I think I've tried to at least align my trajectory with just helping people, trying to find a way to help someone somewhere at some time. Because it doesn't matter what clothes I'm wearing, it doesn't matter what kind of shoes I'm wearing, it doesn't matter what car I'm driving, none of that matters at that point. And so I would say in closing that maybe we just think about our legacies and what they mean to us, what we may hope that others remember us by. And we can go from there. So referring back to that movie, if they're outside when the morning comes, they may turn to dust. And at one time or another, depending on how we choose and all those things, do we want to put words to paper or fingers to paper, typing some ideas? Because at the end, you and I and all of us are going to be reduced, not just as individuals, being buried, cremated, traditional burial. We're going to be reduced to 3 or 4 paragraphs. That just kind of eats at me. And so that to me just shows me that I have more work to do as a person, as a human, as an individual. I don't know that anybody is ready to pass on from this life. So I think we continue living. And my hope, my wish for you, for everybody, is that you're able to have a legacy that you're happy with and that you've shared it with people and you've shared what they've meant to you and what you hope to have meant to them. Because again, I think about the expiration date with food. Our bodies are going to expire at some point in time, one way or another. So again, my wish is that you live the life that you want. You share your thoughts and feelings with them before it gets to be too late. I just want to thank you again for being part of Voices for Voices for this ride. We're going to continue it as long as we can, and you're more than welcome to join us. So if you can give us a thumbs up, like, follow, subscribe, share, that'd be awesome. Follow our socials, obviously, here on Instagram and elsewhere. And we're trying to help and reach at least 3 billion people over the course of my lifetime and beyond. We're well on our way to doing that because of people just like you. Just like you. So thank you very much, and we'll see you on our next episode. Take care. Let's celebrate the voices in all of us, and let's be a voice for ourselves and those in need. Bye-bye for now.